Hey everybody, what's going on? And welcome to Guns N' Roses Central. And we've got some Guns N' Roses news for you guys today. Now, there's a really great article on teamrock.com, which I've linked to down below. They talk a lot about the Use Your Illusion tour. More specifically, they focus a lot on the European tour dates that happened in the summer of '92. And they go in pretty excruciating detail of like everything that happened, almost like from one show to the next. A lot of the source for the stories is from a person that they won't name, but who was part of the Faith No More entourage. Faith No More pretty much opened for Guns N' Roses along with Soundgarden, and they talked about some crazy stories. Like, I didn't know there was actually a bomb scare at one of the airports where Guns N' Roses were actually in transit at. So Guns N' Roses were playing Hungary in '92. There was actually a Hilton hotel waiting for the band. Unfortunately, when the band arrived at the Budapest airport just 20 minutes before they were due to play the concert, they had been held up at the airport in Prague for 4 hours by a bomb scare, and then a police escort whisked the band's motorcade to NEP Stadium where 70,000 fans were waiting. And then, according to, they called him Mr. X. They called this person Mr. X, who's a source who apparently worked with Faith No More, said it was kind of weird to finish our set and then be told that the headline band wasn't even in the country. Still, it was something we'd get used to. So if you guys want to read the entire article, it's pretty long, but if you guys have some time to kill, it's a great article. I've linked to it down below, and this may be an inspiration for some more true story episodes that come out. We've also got some new posts on social media of Duff. So Duff was with Mike McCready of Pearl Jam. They're both really good friends. Duff has been friends with the guys from Pearl Jam since like the early 90s, and he still continues to be friends with them. And if you guys remember, Mike McCready did an interview back in 2016 where he actually talked about the amount of rehearsals that Guns N' Roses did and the amount of time they spent rehearsing. So in his interview, he talked about how him and members of Pearl Jam, how much they rehearsed for a tour. He said, not enough. I'd say we did about a week. In my mind, we should have done a little more. I was talking to Duff McKagan, and they, referring to Guns N' Roses, rehearsed for a month and a half straight. Though they hadn't played together in a long time, I thought, wow, we should try that. Stone Gossard has always been of that mindset, but I don't know if it's ever going to happen. We kind of fly by the seat of our pants. We do rehearse when we get to the show and the hotel, and in the hotel and stuff like that, but we did about a week at our place in Seattle before the tour. I'm over answering this question. And as we inch closer to May 27th, where Guns N' Roses are going to be kicking off their gig at Slane Castle. By the way, that article I referenced earlier in the video, they actually do talk a lot about Slane Castle and everything that went on around that time and what the band did offstage, which I'll definitely be doing a video about in more detail as the gig gets closer. There was an article on the... it was the Irish Mirror, which basically talked about the lineup of Guns N' Roses. So their article was called Guns N' Roses Slane 2017, full lineup revealed ahead of gig. And, it's just a short little profile on Frank, Richard, Duff, Dizzy, Slash, Axl, and Melissa. And that's about it. It doesn't really add anything new, but if you guys want to read some more stuff about the band, I've linked to the article down below. And then from the same publication, we've got another article about the set list for the Slane show. Basically, they're just predicting what the set list is going to be, and they basically took the set list from Dubai, which was the last show that Guns N' Roses did, and they think it'll be pretty similar. They'll open up with It's So Easy and Brownstone and Chinese Democracy. They'll do the usual hits, November Rain, Rocket Queen, You Could Be Mine. They'll do Coma, and they think with the encore it'll be Patience and The Seeker, followed by Paradise City, of course. Now, the fact that Axl's been in rehearsal with Guns N' Roses, or at least people seem to think he has been, I think could lend some... credence or at least some credibility to the rumors that maybe they'll change up the set list. I think him being in rehearsal definitely is a good sign, and it probably means we're going to get some more deep cuts thrown into the set list, either more songs from Chinese Democracy or from the Illusions records or even from Appetite. So that basically does it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. As always, make sure you subscribe for all things related to Guns N' Roses, and just subscribe if you love Guns N' Roses as much as I do, because I know you guys do. And be sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed the contents of this video, and please share it with all their Guns N' Roses fans. And be sure to follow me on Facebook and Twitter. The links to my social media channels are down below. Take care.